am come to stay.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None of this makes any sense.
This is not reflecting well on the New Jersey educational system.
No, it does not whatsoever. And I'm a Garfield High School graduate. I did get my education from the Garfield Public School System. By the way, just to clarify, I'm looking it up real quickly. The fact that he says he spent years in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
It's 70 miles.
Yeah.
The state.
Yeah.
It's listed on Wikipedia, the state of New Jersey, as 70 miles.
Maybe he got his foot caught in the radiator before he left.
70 miles, length of 170 miles. So that's ridiculous. Like, the joke doesn't even work.
Well, let's see. Like I said, probably got his foot caught in the radiator before he began. Car broke down a couple of times.
So, he takes off the tent, which is hysterical.
Yeah.
And the tent's there. It's like there's like nothing there. Pulls the tent off for Leonardo Tower. And I love how Dante goes, and nobody noticed that either. Nobody noticed that.
It looks like a big bong. Bong. Then dog walks by. Hey, that looks like a big bong too.
Thank you, Jay, for commenting, which makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, I think you were supposed to see a certain part of the dog's anatomy that resembled the bong, but
they didn't show it.
But standards and practices nixed it.
Yeah, well, it's Jay though, and you go with it.
Yeah.
So, Leonardo, for some reason whatsoever, decides that he's talking about poorly trained clerks, and he calls out Dante and Randall by name.
With names like Dante and Handel.
Randall! Like I said, kind of. Kind of. So, I love the fact that he reveals the quicker stop, grand opening. It's a 24-hour store.
Yeah.
And I love the dinosaur balloon for no reason whatsoever on the front.
They couldn't afford the wacky wobbling guy.
Waving inflatable, the waving inflatable tube men. Thank you very much.
The Bailey Buddy.
Exactly. Thank you. So, I've actually made a note. I made a note on this that they showed the crowd, and the guy in the left corner of the front row was wearing a Flash T-shirt.
Yeah.
And it's like a nice look to the future where Kevin Smith is now directing Flash episodes. So there you go. Oh, for record, by the way, it's amazing. I know. We're recording this. This is going up on Saturday. This is recording is the week of another Kevin Smith Supergirl episode.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic show this week, which had a good mix of like emotion. And can you not get the dog tail over our bed, please? Emotion. Yeah. Had a really good mix of emotion and action. It was actually a really good show this week. Like a fantastic episode. So I just want to plug that real quick. I watched that this week. So anyway, we get inside the store. And this is where things get even more ridiculous. So I only took some notes down, but this got ridiculous. So they're on a ride?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is
it's
this?
like,
a car ride?
It's like they mixed a shopping mall and Epcot Center.
Yeah, exactly. It was absolutely ridiculous. So they get in this ride thing, and they're driving around.
Yeah, they're riding around. It's basically giving them a nice little tour of the Quicker. I found the entire spiel.
Oh, go for it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, hold on. Welcome to Quicker Stop, home of both convenience and quality, only Quicker, plus a selection of high-end adult magazines. While you're here, shop at our bestseller department, complete with its own coffee bar. Or drop by our music shop, also with its own coffee bar. Or perhaps you'd rather visit our international coffee bar, complete with its own little book department, which has its own super teeny tiny coffee bar inside. And a selection of tiny adult magazines.
Wow, that's scary. Well, then we enter the Hall of Mirrors, which you have Leonardo on the ride with them, shopping with them. And for some reason, Leonardo looked like a ghost out of the Haunted Mansion.
Which I think was fully the intention.
And I love the fact that he terrifies somebody.
Yeah.
And then they run out. And then they come back and pay. And then they're still screaming. They run out. And then they come back for their change. And they're still running around
and even better is I believe that's Mrs. Smith.
Oh, was that Jennifer Callback?
That's what it sounded like, I think.
That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. So then he says phase 1 is complete.
Yeah.
So we cut back outside, and we'll cut back to Dante and Randall, and I think we're in trouble. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And we cut, and this is where we had to pause it again, because we got to go through the land in Leonardo, right outside of the Quick Stop, of stores that were closed. And we start with the Federal Penitentiary. Okay. Le Cafe, whatever you
Le
pronounce
Cafe Francais.
Francais Chinese food. And then we have the modern E.Nunch, which I didn't quite understand what
I think it was modern eunuch.
Yeah, the poll was covering the side, and
so
as I said to you over watching it, I don't think they planned for people to pause and watch this, break this down.
Oh, it's a store for people who've cut off their own nuts.
And then my personal favorite was Ye Old Bookstore, which cracked me up. I'm not gonna lie.
The Old Bookstore, formerly Walden Books.
And then next to that, because there's tumbleweeds everywhere, was Tumbleweed Store. As the guy pushed out of the tumbleweed for closing the store, which is a great joke. I do love a good old-fashioned tumbleweed joke. I'm not gonna lie. I do love those.
So wait, does Modern Eunuch stock all of Justin Bieber's albums?
Oh. So we cut back into the quick stop, and Randall, I didn't know what was going on here at first, but Randall apparently was going off and making fun of the other store owners.
They were trying to do impressions of the other store owners.
That made me laugh. That was good.
And very in character for Randall to not give a shit.
He doesn't give a shit. But I do love the fact that it comes back to we always said this job would be great if it wasn't for the customers.
Because I'm starting to agree.
Boss calls. They're closing the store permanently. Shit. They didn't say that, but that's pretty much what you would assume.
Yeah.
So then we get to Randall's ridiculous ideas. First, we start with the pay-as-you-exit sign. I was Dante here. Isn't that what we're supposed to do anyway?
And of course, Jay and Bob show up. Pay-as-you-exit. Sweet deal.
So yeah, Jay and Bob show up, and Jay goes on this whole thing how they're quitting. They don't work here, but they're quitting.
Yeah.
And they're going to be officially standing in front of the quicker. Okay, maybe read exactly how I wrote it. I paused this and listened to this twice. They will be officially standing in front of the quicker stop officially.
Yeah. Department of Redundancy Department is right down that way.
And they're going to still sell fireworks in front of the store, which I think that's a great setup for later. We'll get to that later. So then Randall puts up a 75% off sale sign, which is great. So they have this old lady at the register, and it gets to a 37-cent bill, and then she hands him a 50% off coupon.
19 cents. Hey, for the amount of groceries she had in her card, that's
impressive.
Yeah.
It's fucking impressive.
The extreme couponers are telling her to tone it the fuck down.
Oh my god, that was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. So we cut back to the tower, and LL is putting together
we get this nice little bit where the register sends out this little signal, and he goes through this cable up to his satellite dish. Even better is when you go through underground, for some reason there's a vampire standing there watching the whole thing go on.
You know what? The way this show has been, that's not the straightest thing in this show. So there you go. So we cut to LL, and he is building a desk from IKEA.
Yeah. And going on about how he doesn't understand the instructions.
Well, that's the joke.
Yeah. He's going to say, well, let's be honest, it's a joke that has basis in reality.
You know, that joke never gets old. That joke does not get old. Now, but this is one of those jokes that dated fantastically in the show.
Yeah.
So,
I think these instructions were written by monkeys. Actually, I think that's an insult to monkeys.
So, we get a report in from, what's his name again?
Mr. Plug.
Mr. Plug. He comes in and he says that Quick Stop sales have increased 1,000%. Wait a second. So 19 cents is 1,000% increase.
Well, this is probably the latest in a long line
I
of
think
shit.
it's funny.
And even better is Mr. Plug offers to buy him an antique desk. Well, why don't I just throw my money out the window? Instead of the desk, the IKEA, the solid oak $79.95. Now where did I put that towel?
Oh jeez. So where was I in here? So he wants him to bring him the Quick Stop.
How about I just bring you the two people who run the Quick Stop?
Fine. For now. For now. So they bring in Dante and Randall. And you know the minute they walk in, this is not going to go well. You know this is not
Especially
going to go
once you see the end result of his desk.
Why not? But again, this is continuous though, but set a payoff. Set a payoff for these jokes here. Because you think this is the payoff for the earlier joke. Well, this is set up for later, which is great.
Yeah. How do you like my desk? I built it myself.
Really? You couldn't tell. You really couldn't tell this information whatsoever. Holy shit.
I think if you gave the two apes at the beginning of 2001 the bone tools,
Give me the Canadians! Give me the Canadians! They can probably build it better.
Yeah.
Or the Canadas.
The fabled Canadas.
Have them build it. They'll probably figure it out faster than you the way this is going. So Dante and Randall walk
that would
in.
make them more badass if they were actually able to figure out the shitty IKEA instructions.
Dante and Randall walk in. And Dante's trying to play it cool, and Randall doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He assaults the desk. He doesn't really care.
Looks like shit. It looks like crap. Looks like it was built by a Riri. And strangely enough, Leonardo is okay with this.
Until Dante starts insulting the tower, and then that's where he draws the line, apparently.
I'm guessing it's probably the extension of his manhood.
It's like in Shrek when Lawrence Schwarzkopf must be operating for something because of his castle.
Welcome to Duloc, such a perfect place.
I have to put that in here when I have to play that in when I edit this, don't I? So
yeah.
Anyway, we move on to he wants to offer them a job. He wants them lock, stock, and barrel.
And once again, I found the spiel. I gotta do it. I'm sorry.
Okay, I had my notes.
Right here. Right, sir. I want to offer you a job.
Hang on, let me set you up then.
Okay.
I have my notes, and you don't tell me you have notes. You don't tell me you have stuff till after I start.
I'm sorry.
So you have to tell me these things. Yeah. So let me set you up. Go.
I want to offer you a job working here for me. I want you lock, stock, and barrel. Is this some sort of gay thing? No. You're sure? Yes.
Wow, that's a thing. So he offers them he offers them stock options and full tuition to Rutgers College. Shout out. So my friend Tony, who got Rutgers graduate. Wait, which Rutgers, though? There's two Rutgers. Anyway, that's a different story. There are actually legitimately two Rutgers in New Jersey. She graduated from New Brunswick, so I just want to clarify that. Anyway, so in the middle of this, he takes a call. He takes a phone call. And I love the fact that the detail that the desk is so slanted that the phone keeps sliding down to the bottom of the desk. That made me laugh. So the call is coming in from Canada. And he says getting a call into Canada is only a once-a-week thing, which I thought was funny. That was funny.
Even better when he actually cut to Canada.
It's Montreal, spelled MON-TREE-ALL.
And even better is next to it the pile of guys with a giant satellite dish.
You caught this joke. I did not catch this on the redo. And you caught this.
Yeah, with the giant satellite dish trying to get the call going through.
Yeah, there are five of them, and they're in a pyramid.
Yeah.
And one of them holding the satellite. And you had to explain this joke to me because I didn't even know what was going on. And they're holding the satellite, and they have two wires connected to it to connect to the phone, which the other guy. But the fact that they're all naked wearing maple leaves on their
No, this isn't homoerotic at all.
Not whatsoever.
And
even right after a gay joke. So.
And even better is the phone looks like it's one of those coconut props from Gilligan's Island.
So true. So fucking true. All right, so where am I? That was when I had my notes. And why are the Canadians cavemen in this show? I love the fact that they make so much fun of Canada, but now in the future, Kevin's been doing his Canadian trilogy. It's North Canada trilogy.
He makes these jokes out of love.
It's so funny how that works out. So I love the fact that all this, and Randall's insulted because they took a phone call in the middle of their meeting. Insulted by this. So,
despite the fact he had an admittedly decent reason for doing so.
It's not. I love the fact that the reaction was no. It's not evil spirits. It's just rain. Fine, just try and kill it. What? What?
So
that makes no sense.
Okay, so hold on a second. They have the technology to make a phone call to him with a satellite dish, but they don't know that rain is not evil spirits.
They're probably used to snow up in Canada. Anyway.
Oh. Boom.
We don't. Okay, so this is where Randall actually turns down the offer and says, "We don't want your fancy, life-changing movement out of my parents' basement opportunity." And okay. Yeah. So this is where we turned from a normal little weird comedy show to evil villain showing his plan to our hero. That is this turned into all of a sudden, because he reveals the Northern or Border Thieves store, which is Canadian goods available in the U.S. for the first time.